Forensic Medicine and Medicolegal Science for 8th semester students of the Faculty of Medicine, Forensic Medicine and Medicolegal Science. Forensic medicine is a branch of medicine that focuses on the application of medical knowledge to legal issues. Medicolegal science is a broader field that includes the application of medical science to address legal questions, particularly in cases of death, injury, or other medical conditions requiring legal analysis. In the 8th semester, medical students learn the fundamentals of forensic medicine and medicolegal science to understand how medical knowledge is applied in legal investigations. 1. Definition of forensic medicine and medicolegal science. Forensic medicine. It is a branch of medicine that deals with determining the cause of death, injury, or disease in individuals involved in legal cases. This includes autopsy, assessment of bodily injuries, and preparing reports that may be used in court. Medicolegal science. It is the application of medical knowledge in a legal context. Medicolegal science focuses on using medical expertise to resolve legal issues related to death, abuse, or other legal matters that require medical interpretation. 2. Learning objectives of forensic medicine and medicolegal science in Semester 8. In the 8th semester, medical students are expected to understand the basics of forensic medicine and how it applies to legal cases. Learn about autopsy procedures and how to diagnose the cause of death. Identify types of bodily injuries and their relationship to the mechanism of the incident. Analyze medical evidence in cases of violence, abuse, or accidents. Study ethics and legal regulations related to forensic medicine and medicolegal science. 3. Scope of forensic medicine and medicolegal science. 3.1. Autopsy. Definition. An autopsy is the examination of a body after death to determine the cause of death. It is performed by a forensic expert for either legal or scientific purposes. Types of autopsy. Clinical autopsy. Conducted for scientific or educational purposes without legal intent. Forensic autopsy. Performed for legal purposes, such as determining whether a criminal act contributed to the death. Steps in autopsy. External examination of the body to identify physical signs or trauma. Internal examination of the body includes opening organs to check for signs of disease, injury, or cause of death. Sample collection for further analysis, such as blood, tissue, or bodily fluids to detect toxins or infections. 3.2. Assessment of injuries. Types of injuries. Injuries that may be encountered in forensic cases include closed injuries, bruises, contusions, and internal tissue tears without breaking the skin. Open injuries, stab wounds, cuts, or gunshot wounds. Traumatic injuries, injuries caused by accidents, such as fractures, severe bruises, or head trauma. Injury assessment. Identifying the type of injury and its mechanism of occurrence. Assessing the age of the injury, new or old, and how it relates to the time of death or incident. Interviewing witnesses or involved parties to support injury analysis. 3.3. Causes of death. Natural causes. Death caused by disease or medical conditions, such as heart attacks or cancer. Unnatural causes. Death resulting from accidents, suicides, or homicides. In these cases, forensic medicine plays an important role in determining whether criminal activity was involved. Determining the cause of death, evaluating physical evidence, toxicology samples, and medical reports to make an accurate conclusion about the cause of death. 3.4. Forensic toxicology. Definition. The field that studies toxins or harmful substances that can cause injury or death in an individual. Toxicology tests. Examination of blood, urine, or organ samples to detect poisons or illicit drugs. Common cases: acute poisoning, drug overdoses, or the use of harmful substances leading to death or organ damage. 3.5. Medicolegal in cases of violence, physical violence. Examination of injuries caused by physical violence, such as beating, abuse, or stabbing. The forensic expert must assess the type of injury, time of occurrence, and its relationship with the mechanism of violence. Sexual violence. Medical examination of victims of sexual abuse to document physical evidence such as injuries, semen, or DNA traces. And to conduct sensitive interviews about the incident. Child abuse. Assessment of children who have experienced physical or sexual abuse, as well as the detection of signs of emotional or physical trauma resulting from the abuse. 3.6. Ethics and law in forensic medicine. Ethical obligations. Forensic experts must maintain objectivity in reporting their findings, ensuring that the evidence presented is impartial and can be defended in court. Collaboration with legal authorities. Forensic experts work closely with law enforcement, prosecutors, and courts to provide relevant medical evidence and testify in court if needed. Legal regulations. Understanding the laws related to forensic medicine, including proper procedures for collecting evidence, maintaining patient confidentiality, and respecting the rights of individuals involved in legal investigations. 4. Learning components. Theory. Lectures on autopsy techniques, types of injuries, and how to determine the cause of death. Discussion of forensic toxicology and how to detect poisons in the body. Study of ethics and legal procedures in forensic medicine. Practicum. Training in performing post-mortem examinations to determine the cause of death. Simulation of cases of sexual or physical violence to learn how to document and analyze evidence. Practice using equipment for toxicology tests. Clinical experience. Observation in forensic laboratories to study autopsy techniques and injury identification. Practicum in hospitals with forensic units or working with medical teams involved in legal cases. 5. Assessment of learning. Theory exams, assessing the student's understanding of autopsy procedures, injury mechanisms, and forensic toxicology. Practical exams, testing skills in identifying and analyzing medical evidence in legal cases. Case discussions, analyzing forensic cases, real or fictional, to provide objective and accurate medical assessments. Through the study of forensic medicine and medicolegal science in the 8th semester, students are expected to understand how medical science is applied to answer legal questions and contribute significantly to the resolution of legal cases related to medical issues.